Hello, Busters, and welcome to this edition of the President's Desk. As always, just a chance to be able to highlight some of the quality employees that we have on this campus and be able to learn a little bit more about them. This week, excited to be able to have Melinda Harrington, who is our Director of Financial Aid. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, I like to start these sessions out there and just kind of learn a little bit background-wise. So tell us a little bit about your background and then what's led you into the work of financial aid.
Sure. Well, I grew up in Scott City, big family, 6 girls in my family. So by the time I got out of high school and stuff, we didn't really think about college back in the 80s sometimes. So we just went to work. Work was always important in our lives. So went to work and just didn't really know what I wanted to be, but it was fun and at a young age, and then got married my husband of 24 years as of Monday.
Wow.
And got married, started a family, and I think about the time my kids were, I was a stay-at-home mom, didn't have a lot going on other than that, but needed some time, alone time. So I started night classes here at Garden City. And from that point forward, full throttle, still here 20 years later. So
Absolutely.
yeah. And, I think what got me into financial aid the most was, I remember as a student, I was nervous, especially as I was a non-traditional student, not for sure what to expect, doing part-time classes. I remember one day checking my financial aid though, and some really outspoken lady came out and she's like, "Who are you? What's your name?" And so I told her my name and who I was, and she goes, "Well, if you go to school full time, you can get an academic scholarship." And I was like, "Well, wow, that would be fun, So little did I know later on that was the Dean of Student Services, Beth Tedrow. And I tell you, from that day forward, she knew my name around campus, always supportive, and I can say that with everybody here at Garden City.
Yeah, I remember having you in a class that I was teaching there, and hopefully didn't lead you too far astray there on things there, because you've been very, very successful in your career, and it's great to have you here at the college.
Well, thank you.
So, talking about the college, what's something that you're the most proudest or a proud moment that you've had, and what makes Garden City Community College such a great place to work?
I think the thing I'm most proud about is graduation. I know it takes a while to get there, but it is so rewarding for me to see our students succeed. That's what we're all about. It takes a lot of work, but they get themselves to graduation, and we are rewarded by seeing that. Our former director of financial aid, Kathy Blau, she used to always say it was like harvest. We do all this prep work, and we cultivate them and teach them in more ways than just in the classroom, and eventually they get to graduation, and it was truly our harvest, seeing all of our work actually develop into something good for the common, for our community, even whether they're going into our workforce, and then we see them out in the community, doing jobs that we all appreciate, nurses, doctors, teachers, and then also seeing them get to their next level if they did want to transfer out and move on to a higher college. It was always fulfilling.
Talk a little bit about how it is that you assess, how it is that you really put into place a lot of the things, and then helping to highlight how it is that students can access financial aid.
Sure. Yeah, you're absolutely right. A lot of regulations, a lot of compliance, but it's also, when I talk to my staff, we talk a lot about communication. That's the number one thing that we can do to get the word out about all the different types of financial aid. And then how do they apply? That takes so much energy, but the more energy we put into that, again, the better we serve our students, because they're actually applying for aid, they're finding their resources, they're finding out that college is affordable.
Right.
That's always a forefront in all that we do, all the decisions we make in our department. Probably the biggest advice I can give students and families, because parents are very involved in the process as well, is apply, ask a lot of questions, and inform yourself.
What are some things that maybe within financial aid that you have, whether it's short-term, long-term, vision-wise of things that you're looking at there to continuously improve processes?
Sure. One thing that we're really excited about is called self-serve. So it's some technology that will allow students and parents and anybody else who students want to give access to the availability to look at their financial aid awards, or maybe what they might be missing, what they still don't have complete. Like a nice little dashboard that we're all used to and we love, where they can just click around, and it'll be 24-hour access. So, during these changing times, students are looking at stuff at 2 a.m. in the morning, or maybe noon, when they get up and want to walk around and start digging around. So having that 24-hour access, moving towards that self-serve module, not only in financial aid, but student services as a whole, we're really excited about that. Like, it can't come quick enough. We're also really excited about, there's a nationwide push and a law that was recently passed called FAFSA. FAFSA stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. So it's simplification for FAFSA, and what that means is right now the FAFSA is about 99 questions, and it's going to narrow it down to hopefully less than 20 questions.
Wow.
So it'll be a very exciting endeavor.
Well, being able to have a chance to have access to future students or even to current students, what is a message that you would like to convey as far as how it is that they can access financial aid, or how it is that they can be able to get questions answered that really help them to be able to put the best foot forward there on information?
I think, again, it starts with early awareness. So your high school counselors, if you're still in high school, that's going to be your best resource. We actually belong to an association called the Kansas Association of Student Financial Aid Administrators, and we work really hard to educate every Kansas high school counselor about the financial aid process. So start with your high school counselor. You can always look at the college websites. They're very robust and have a lot of information for students to look at. And then again, just ask a lot of questions. Just give us a call. We're happy to just have a 5-minute, 20-minute conversation, whatever it takes to help you understand the process.
Well, again, a lot of great information, and for myself, I appreciate the advocacy and the commitment and the work that you and your staff bring to being able to help students answer some of those difficult questions and questions that maybe they're not familiar with, and appreciate the work that you do on a daily basis.
Thank you.